So today I'm here with G2 Caps, and of course you are in China Caps. How are you feeling? Are you jet lagged still?
No, yeah. Hello, everyone. We've been actually in China for now. I think like 8 days or 9 days. So we dealt quite fast with the jet lag even. So it's definitely been a good trip in terms of jet lag so far. Hopefully the results will be as good.
Yeah, so I talked with Labrov after you won the finals, and it seemed like you were like, did you travel just almost this day after, or a couple of days after you won?
Yeah, I mean the day after we traveled back to Berlin because I think the next day we had to do some it's like some media and we had to do some filming before the for high video as well before the worlds, and then I think the Wednesday, like the day after, we traveled again. So a lot of flying. I think it was many flights in a row for sure. Maybe that helps with the jet lag as well. We're getting used to flying around.
Have you had a scrim yet in China, or have you maybe even been able to watch the Asia Invitational?
We haven't watched that much Asian Invitational just because it's usually a bit hard and to like I guess to get access to like YouTube and stuff for us. But we've definitely been scrimming every day, and we haven't played everyone at Worlds, but we've played some strong teams. They've been going okay. I think we we're doing decent. I think there are some teams that are still tough for us, but we took some pretty good lessons away from them, and I think if we meet them again, we'll beat them.
Yeah, because I think one of the things that I sometimes think about is the world's patch. Like you come out of the LEC finals, you have sort of maybe you have of course the broken blade, Kled picks, and maybe some other weird picks. Like you have, and then these changes come. The changes come just before world starts. Is that not hard to like adjust to because scrims are so different from stage games as well?
Yeah, for sure. I think it can be quite difficult. I mean, even in this LEC playoffs, we changed patch right before the final, which was also a bit scary for me because we don't get that much data from it, and especially stage experience. But I think this patch have honestly been a bit smaller than usual, so I think we'll not have too many problems adjusting. I think the biggest like meta obstacle is definitely just internationally, like in LPL, CK, in NA, like all these different regions have quite different metas, like even being on the same patch. So we kind of just need to adjust a bit to what everyone else has been playing. Maybe there's some counter picks like the Kled. Maybe we need to find something like that. Or maybe there's some champions that we like. Not even the pick is different, but the way we play it can maybe be a bit different as well.
Yeah, because I think the LCK or the LPL had maybe like out of 70 games had 69 Pantheon bans, for example. So like, you also feel that in the scrims maybe then when you try to make a plan and you come up against a team from a different region and they have a completely different understanding of the champion and the game.
Yeah, for sure, right? And sometimes it can be in a tough way, right? Where we try and have these plans, and we're like, oh, this is gonna be fine. We'll just path like this. We'll just play my lane like this, and then they have a plan that just completely crushes it. But other times it can also be in the good way, right? Like sometimes we're left wondering, like, wait, what are they even doing, right? This wouldn't work in against some of the European teams that maybe know us better, or they just know like our general meta more. So it can definitely be for the better or the worse. And the most important thing is not so much like the meta we come in with, but I think it's how we adjust right to the different the picks. Like if Pantheon's a prior or not. Of course, he got like a bit nerfed before Worlds now as well. But there's so many champions and so many teams, and we just need to find the best version of ourselves against them.
Yeah, that's also something you seem to thrive in the whole fearless draft. It's first worlds with fearless. Is it something you also feel in scrims maybe that maybe at least hopefully making the playoffs or at least the best of threes in the Swiss will be completely different? Because I think it's something we've seen a lot of. Like previously it was the Seer meta mid, and that's you always like you just switch sides and switch picks. So how much will the fearless change?
Yeah, I mean the fearless will definitely be a big game changer, right? I think actually it's gonna be quite crazy just because the Swiss stage is initially best of one and then it switches to best of three. So that means that for our scrims we've mainly been playing like some best of threes, but also just a lot of best of one. So we actually haven't gone that deep into the fearless. So so when it comes to like game 4, 5, if we make it to the quarters and semis and stuff, we won't really know that well like what our opponents are going to go for. Like we might see some of their games from like their regional play, but like I don't even know if every team at Worlds has played like game 5. Like I think we've had like what I think two game 5s this entire year, and they were both at MSI. So it's like, and now the meta has changed a lot as well for us, and we had a pretty good read on the European teams because we played so many like late games against them. So even though Fearless can be chaotic, we would probably have a solid idea of what they play. But I think here at the international tournament, I think everyone will be definitely guessing a bit about what the opponents are gonna go for in the late games.
Yeah, you also just mentioned the MSI and the EWC. After that, I think a lot of the interviews G2 players in general did, you spoke about playing like faster. You realized you had to play faster and you had to be more decisive. And I think we saw a lot of that in the LEC, but can you or maybe already feel now that it translates to scrims against the other regions as well?
I mean, I think it's definitely something that we've been like working on, and I think we're doing like way better at it. I think in terms of scrims, we haven't. I've only been here for like about I think 8 or 9 days, something like that. So we haven't had like the craziest sample size to really say for certain. But I definitely think I definitely think we're a lot stronger team. And so far it's I mean it's definitely looking decent in scrims. I think we are applying a lot of the concepts like yeah way better. And I think we still have like some room to grow, right? There's always things we can improve. So I'm just excited to get some more scrims. I think these next few days we will have some tough opponents for sure. So we can see how that works out in the scrims.
You also, it seems like maybe how the team is playing has sort of changed over the year. Of course, when Schumann and Labrov came in, Schumann was a rookie and Labrov came from like a completely different team, also play style wise. And now it seems maybe in the previous years a lot of the focus was on you, and now a lot of the focus is on the support jungle duo. Does that like have you felt that change as well? Because a couple of years ago we probably wouldn't have seen you on Galio in the LEC finals.
Yeah, I mean, definitely. I think Skew has stepped up like a big time this year. I think, I mean, both him and I mean, honestly, I think everyone on the team has done a very good job. But especially, I think Skew has coming in from like a rookie position in a team that has like a lot of expectations on him, right? Like, I think it can be like very stressful for him. But I think he has really found his like comfort on stage, and he is playing like very aggressive, and we're doing everything like to enable him as well and make him feel as comfortable as possible and as aggressive as possible, because that's a big part of like playing fast as well. It's like yeah, definitely playing with the support jungle, and I think we're yeah doing a lot better at that. And I'm super excited to see how Skew and Labro will do it as well. Hopefully, it'll be great.
Yeah, so I mean, of course, the obvious question is, what are your expectations for Worlds? You said to Armand, I think, from Sheep, that you are definitely going to get out of Swiss, but is that all you want? Do you really just want to get out of Swiss?
No, I mean we definitely want to win worlds, right? I think like we wouldn't even come here if we didn't think we had it in us to win worlds, and I think that's definitely the goal. I think the first step is just like to getting out of Swiss, because we've had a few tough years, and I think we haven't even gotten out of Swiss yet, especially with the way our Swiss stage ended last 2 years with us playing against like both Weibo and BLG, going like 3 games, losing the last game, especially last year where the third game was like super close and we had Baron and everything. It just feels very tough. So we really need to get over this hurdle, and I think from there we will look to win worlds. Yeah, but getting to the quarters, unlocking like the what's it called, like best of 5 stage basically. I think that's the first hurdle we need to just get over. And once we get that, we are definitely aiming for the world championship.
Yeah, so you'd also you maybe think that the fearless draft is actually a benefit for you, the game fours and fives where you can maybe pull out a pocket pick, which I mean obviously G2 has sort of been known for.
Yeah, I mean it's definitely quite. It has some variance, right, for better or worse. And I do think we can get on the upper hand of that for sure. Maybe it'll be the Clat, maybe it'll be something else. I have a few surprises of my own ready. Let's see if the the situation calls for it. But yeah, I'm excited to see what kind of madness honestly ends up happening in those games.
Perfect. And I have one last question for you, and that is, it's maybe a little bit annoying, but you've played the second most international games of all time. Are you planning on stopping? Is are you just you're gonna keep going until you can't follow the young boys anymore? Maybe.
I mean, I don't really necessarily have a plan. I guess either way, I think for me, I came into LEC and I came into League just yeah really wanting to win the World Championship. I saw Faker win in season 3, and since then I've just been grinding nonstop, right? And I think for me, the whole thing is just as long as I feel like I have a chance of winning Worlds, I will keep going for it. If I ever feel like oh I don't have a chance of winning Worlds anymore, or if I ever feel like oh I don't enjoy League anymore, I there's something else I enjoy more or I get drawn to, then I will probably just stop. Is it next year? Probably not. Is it like 10 years from now? I don't know. I don't know when it'll happen. Maybe it happens like overnight. I'm just like, oh, I don't see myself winning worlds anymore. Maybe it happens slowly. I'm not sure. But for now, I definitely feel very confident that we can take the world championship.
Perfect. Thank you very much, Caps.
Thank you for the interview.